Everyone's out rolling today. Looks like it's a busy day. We had a tire go bad and there was metal wiring, the steel metal wiring starting to show on the tire. So I went and replaced one of them. It's kind of nice because you can call up pretty much any dealership and it's like, do you have used semi-truck tires? And they're like, yep, we got a lot of them. So we got that replaced here. This is a little different than a regular tire. Oh, we're gonna see how this works. I'm about to commit an awful sin. Looks like the AMS guy's already here. I'm sweating, it's not even that hot out. So Colton's the AMS guy, so he's gonna be, we're finally gonna get to installing the moisture sensor, and what do you call it, the bumper?
Mass flow sensor.
Mass flow sensor. Okay, mass flow sensor, which comes out of the clean grain elevator, right?
Yep.
Okay. So he's the expert. He's the one that can make my yield monitor look like it's doing 500 bushel. We'll see, but we're gonna get to installing this. It should take, what are you thinking, 2 hours?
Yeah, hour and a half.
Okay, awesome. So I guess I never really explained it, but the plan is today is to get this installed, and then I am pumped to actually have mapping and see what we're actually yielding, because this farm, like this farm specifically that I just bought last year, keep in mind I don't have much knowledge into like how corn's gonna yield in different spots, like through the hills or through low spots or different soil types. So once we get this map up and stuff, this is gonna be a good idea of, you know, if you purchase another farm or something, how it's actually gonna yield in certain spots. So that's why, to me at least, mapping is super important. Ready? Okay, give us a lesson. Give us the rundown.
So, this is new. This
Yes.
wasn't here before. So the grain comes up out of the clean grain elevator. So this wasn't here before, it's here now. So it bounces it basically into the sensor here, which is the mass flow sensor. And that reads the amount of grain that's hitting it. That's how you get your yield.
So it literally just feels the amount of pressure of grain coming against it.
Basically this vibrates, it hits this plate. And
Okay.
the sensor's under here, but the sensor measures the amount of movement it gets to get your yield, basically.
Okay.
And then this is your moisture sensor. It opens up here, and then this whole mechanism is it takes the corn in, measures the moisture, sends it back out, basically.
Gotcha. And is that doing it every minute?
You can set it differently. Usually it does it every 15, 30 seconds. You can set it up to like every 1 minute.
Oh wow. Okay. We're gonna see if we can't glue some of this headliner back together. If you guys don't know, if you didn't watch the last video, the 8110, its headliner's falling apart. I think what I'm gonna do is stick my hand up here, spray the whole base to it, stick it back up there, and then put the cover over top of it. That's not going to be perfect, but most of this should stick a little better, I'm hoping. Me and Colton, we got this, well, he did all the work, but we got this set up. So we're going to go calibrate it, and we're going to see what we get for yield here. We got about 270 bushels in there, according to the yield monitor. So we're going to see, we're going to go calibrate it, get a load, and then calibrate that yield monitor a little more. And I know a lot of you guys for calibrations are going to say, Grant, you need to get a weigh wagon out here. I had one of my seed dealers, he was going to bring a weigh wagon out here, but I was like, you don't need to come out here for a weigh wagon because the elevator's literally a mile down the road, so we can calibrate this pretty quick. Okay, Colton took off. He set me straight with everything. I apologize, I wasn't filming anything. I'm gonna run I'll run one wagon today, and then just because I'm not gonna do too much more, because it'll take me a while. But tomorrow we'll connect the second wagon. Spence will run that second wagon, and once we get into some straight rows, we'll do some unloading on the go. Time to really get at it here. We're gonna go see what this actually does. If you can't tell, I'm pretty pumped to dive into this stuff, because we're gonna dive into a couple good sections here. Not sections of land, but sections of corn, and it's gonna be I'm pumped. We're gonna see what this does. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this is some of the stuff that we got through here. It's just, I'm curious to see what it's gonna yield if we're picking most of it up. There's some cobs laying on the ground there. Yeah, this isn't looking too hot through here. It really sucks. It's doing 91 to 105 through here. It's really gonna bring down the average. Well, we got something stuck in there. I'm gonna reverse it a bit, and then I'm gonna clean out the rest of it. We'll see how this goes here. I wonder how we're doing as far as corn too. We're doing pretty decent actually. Here's an area where there's some more corn. Some of this might be kind of header loss too. Some of it's a little chopped up. We're not doing too bad there, luckily. Some of this at the elevator came in at 16.7 moisture. The other day when I was at 15. I'm gonna unload this one quick, fire up the generator, charge my iPad, because I don't have I have the 110 for it, but I don't have the USB thing. It's hard to explain. And then we're gonna try and pick another one, because I think I got into some decent corn and it's exciting me a little bit. And I can't leave the farm on a bad note. So we gotta go on the good corn. Got the combine shut off, hop in the tractor, take this load to town. It's probably 500 bushels, 550 maybe. Co-op's literally like a mile and a half, 2 miles away. So it's literally like running to your bin site pretty much. It's pretty darn close. So we got time. We're gonna roll and try to get another cart loaded. Elevator closes in an hour. Can I do 500 bushels in an hour? I should be able to. Now in a perfect world, what I'd do is if I was by myself, which is gonna work great for this farm, when I'm by myself, tomorrow Spencer's coming to help, but when I'm by myself, I can literally load 1,300 bushel, 1,350, maybe overload those wagons. I gotta go a mile and a half down the road, and I can shut the combine off and then go dump it. It'll take me a while to get 1,300 bushels, so that will work a lot better. We'll hook up that wagon tomorrow, essentially. Got a lot to do yet here. Wow, awesome. Jesus, that's cool. That was a good lap, good lap. We'll get to another good lap, hopefully, on the way back. Oh wow, a lot of it standing too. I'm excited. That's cool to see through there. Wow. 350, no way. Yeah, right. You're playing with me. Well, we got the last load. I'm just gonna back the wagon in the shed for the night. I should get some tarps. Tarps would be nice. We're gonna unload this and then we'll just take it in the morning. That was pretty fun. So last load, so I switch off loads. Last load did 205 on there. So there's some down spots through here that just, I think the down corn is really killing me here, because there's some spots in there when you get back in there that's pretty darn good. But the biggest thing I noticed, and I'll show you guys on the field view, is the end rows next to the timber with like a wildlife area. Absolutely kill yield. I did not realize that and didn't think about it, how much damage pheasants and deer do. That is, wow. because like those strips right along there were horrible compared to the rest of the field out there. That's interesting. I knew there was always going to be damage. I didn't realize it was going to be like that bad. Like we're doing 140 across the strip along the edge of the field out there. Deer damage is bad. Wow. Spence is gonna go run and grab some fuel, and it actually rained a little bit last night. Like nothing, like a little sprinkle, but still. Got some corn that I said I was gonna put inside. I just left outside because I did not think it was gonna rain. So it should be fine. Ooh, feels a little wet, but probably only the top stuff feels wet. Feeling. I need to just put a tank inside of the building. I hate putting it inside, or maybe I could get one outside and just put a lock on it or something. We'll see. So far over there was the last 6 acres. So I've done 8 acres total on this farm, technically, because this was 2.5, 6 back there. So that was, we got into some good corn on the backside. There's a lot of wind damage. Through here, it's looking like it's not down crazy bad. So I'm excited to see what this corn does through here. And then we got probably 65 acres across there. Oil's good.
All right, so Grant's firing up the combine right now, and we put 100 gallons in it out of the transfer tank, and we finally got a hex socket. That it was a 12 millimeter hex socket to take off the header grease screw checker, or whatever you call it. So that's where you can check how much header grease is in it, make sure there's the right amount, make sure there's actually header grease in it, because what is it, row 4, I undid it and you can tell it's not header grease, or at least predominantly over half of it wasn't header grease, because it was very you know, like your typical machinery grease, and header grease is a lot more fluid. I didn't know that, and we didn't put it in there, but he's gonna pull around. There's a few rows that need a little more. There's one row that needs, like, there's nothing even on it, so that's good. We got that checked. Look at this trash. Grant always said when he has a shop built, he has a tractor, he has his own truck. Like when we were younger, he's like, everything's gonna be so clean. I'm never leaving any water bottles, plastic, anything. And that's not the case. Now he does clean up sometimes, but like his truck is so filthy. But I know we got a lot going on and stuff to like clean it all the time, but I'm just saying, all the time he was like, it'll be the cleanest thing ever, nothing.
Question for you farmers, when you guys are running, do you guys just have a path across the field that you take everything and then later you like come back and inline rip that one path? Or do you like literally spread out your tracks so that you're not always in the same path, I guess, when you're like running back and forth across the field? Gosh, that little bit of rain we got, just a couple sprinkles to weten everything up. The corn doesn't slide as good, it seems like. It starts bunching up. Four big country, you're good to go.
Alright, bud, track. I'll see you on the flip side.
There we go. That was
Gosh, I haven't seen this through the field. It's just snapped over. God, there's a lot of material feeding through there. I gotta go slow. Otherwise it's gonna start clogging. Like it was close there. We're gonna top Spencer off, and then he's gonna take that in, and then it's gonna get going pretty quick here. So we're gonna get rolling pretty fast. Green train. You're good to go, big country. There he goes, and while we're gonna be waiting for him a little longer, so I'm gonna try and clean up around the shed here.
So I'm gonna take it nice and easy, nice and slow. Got my hazards on. In two-wheel drive. Here we go.
I haven't done the math yet, though. Yeah, that's what we'll do. You sit there and I'll just drive right out. You just stay there.
That strip started out rough, but then at the end it got good. So I'm curious to see what's kind of out here. This is the part of the farm I expected to do good. There's not as much wind damage, so we'll see how it does. Now this is pretty cool to see. Well, I gotta stay straight on the row, but it's like 250, 270, 230, 240. Oh shoot, we're off a little bit. You know, that's kind of cool to see, I guess. The whole farm's not doing that good. The 162, it's off a bit because I don't have swath control on. For some reason it won't run with swath control. So any time I do 2 rows, it counts it as 6 rows and docks my yield. You can probably see on that drone video, I can guarantee you I spilled corn over there. Gosh darn it. I thought it was the perfect moment. Everything's going good. And then Spencer's flying the drone trying to get the shot at the same time while he's doing the wagons. And it's tough to kind of see the rows along the end rows. And he was off, and I was like looking at him like, God, we're so close to being over the edge. And I think we spilled a little over the edge there. Yeah, just go to the elevator. Got Spence filled. He's gonna hit the elevator quick, try to catch me next round. Just to show you guys a difference of what, so that last one we did was 211. It was 235 until we hit a couple bad spots at down corn, but here's most of the spots we did. Previously I got into some really good spots right here, and then this was rough through some waterways and hills through here. Deer ate this apart along a timber. This is like public hunting land over here. Some of our best strips were right along the roadway there. So this is like ADCSR2 dirt, which is like real good dirt through here. And I accidentally put a lot of nitrogen through here. So the dark green is over 250. And for me, like beginning farmer, I'm super pumped to see that through there. Some of this was some wind up here. I'm assuming some of this is gonna be rough too, but I mean, it's looking pretty good. I think it would be a lot better through here if we didn't have wind. These spots, I don't know, I think those are just bad yielding spots through there. I don't even think wind played too much of a factor. This area right here was a hillside where wind hit it right here. But that is pretty neat how I can see the spots. I just love that. We should be getting to some better corn back here. I know I asked in a soybean harvesting video, like what's better, harvesting corn or beans? And corn is by far more funner. This works pretty good. If you can get on flat ground and stuff, and long strips, it's kind of nice. There Spence goes with the last load of the day. We only filled the front cart because we were just gonna knock out this 8 acres here and then be done, but I think it's gonna rain tonight, which sucks. You can see some clouds over there coming. Spence is gonna bring her in for the night. Well guys, that's gonna do it. So seriously, thanks for watching. We didn't get much done. I need to pick up the pace. I'm doing like 2.5 miles an hour and that feels fast. So in down corn it gets a little tough, but we still probably have like 60 acres on this farm, then 107 acres on the other farm. And then there's a lot of winter projects that we gotta do. A lot of farm cleanup, and we gotta get tillage and anhydrous done.
Tillage and anhydrous?
Yeah.
And fall cleanup?
No, tillage just on the corn farm. We need another tractor. I think could be Spencer's tractor.
Yeah. Could use one.
But anyways, guys, seriously, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.